Today in the livestock market, cattle was mixed. It's increased interest supporting the futures and keeping the market afloat. After the market actually opened with new highs, profit taking really started to set in and pull back the market, and it could be letting you know that the market is really vulnerable to some swings. And right now on Monday, at the beginning of the week, where they are going to be taking a lot of inventory, and that kind of like holds the market a little bit steady. But we did know that the front months were a little higher and the deferreds were a little bit on the lower side, so we're going to watch that closely. Maybe it's the feeders that's going to give us the tell, because today the feeders were a little bit easier. The futures were just starting to slip somewhat, and we see that the feeder cattle market technically has been down the last couple of days, not by a lot, but perhaps the trend is turning and it's going to bring the live cattle along. It's something that we've got to be watching for. The market weakness could gain some momentum to the downside and then pull it down as well. So we're going to watch that. There's other factors in it as well. As the grain market starts to strengthen and doesn't really pull back some, we know that it weighs heavy on the beef side and all the cattle side as well. I think that we're just going to watch that closely. Now the hogs today were limit down at one point. Uncertainty really just tanked that market. It didn't stay limit down, but it is down significantly. Hopes for a deal have traders very jittery right now. Futures are starting to really be flat, but they started out kind of flat, but then they fell hard after that. I think that a lot of the traders are worried that nothing's really going to come from this trade deal with everything that's going on in Washington. And so there's real worries that we're not going to get to anything before the week is out. Now we're going to have a grain report coming up on Thursday. That might help the market somewhat, but certainly with the hogs limit down today is weighing heavy also on the beef side. So we're going to watch that closely. We know that uncertainty breeds volatility, and we expect there's going to be a lot more of that ahead.